trash fire time. I've run out of fire lighters. I need to get a fire going because I say it's cold. It will get colder later. So yeah, I'll put that in, and then I'll put in the. I should have torn it up beforehand, but that would have required forward planning and anticipation. Hey ho, look, I'm doing it now. See, it's working. Now, if I use the last bit of that match, see if I can get that cardboard going. Come on. Yeah, look at that, it's snuffed out. Rubbish. Have I learnt nothing from, I don't want to say how many years I've been making a fire for. People will start saying, "Oh, Hobbit, you're old. Why haven't you got a pension yet?" I won't have to wait long for a free bus pass. I'm old. Don't ever get old. And if you do get old, make sure to complain to the youngsters and remind them that it was better back in my day. Because it literally was. And the thing is, when the old folks said to me, "Oh, you don't know how bad you've got it, it was better back in our days." I had someone say it to me, and I took it as the compliment that it was. I'd have been much better off in the 70s. And I took that to heart, really. There's some aspects I like of the modern world. I enjoy the games I play. I mean, just yesterday, and what I intend to do now is play a bit of Flight Simulator. I'm going to fly from my local airstrip, which is just a few miles up the road. I'm going to fly from that to the nearest regional airport. And from there, I'm gonna, not sure, charter an airliner? No, probably not certainly not an airliner like an A320. That's a bit too big. I don't think the runway is long enough. But certainly one of the smaller turbofan planes I could do, and then have that fly to Heathrow. Could do that on autopilot. And then from there, just the world's your oyster. Go from Heathrow to Italy, and Italy to Malta, and Malta to, I don't know, somewhere in Africa, and just keep going south and end up in Cape Town, and then head south towards Antarctica and look at it in the game and go, "Oh, look, it's interesting. It's not just airbrushed bits of white pixels." So yeah, there are some things I enjoy about the modern world. It's easier to have pen pals in the modern world. I mean, this effectively is a form of modern pen paling, except I don't even know who my pen pals are. They just, well, I want to say the random tossers on the internet who will make all sorts of aspersions as to the ethnicity of my family and my immigration status. Nah, most of my audience is fine. What else do I like about the modern world? Computers. I still enjoy that. Despite the problems, there's a lot of power there, and I think to myself, that power, when it gets used by competent individuals, makes for some really interesting games. And well, in the future there'll be a lot of AI stuff as well. That's already leading to some interesting results. What else do I like about the modern world? Hmm. Not sure, really. Yep. Cardboard's really good for getting fires going. I got a confession to make. I haven't actually run out of firelighters. I've got a whole box of the paraffin cubes here, which I found gathering dust. It's probably hasn't been opened for 10 years, if not longer than that. But at the same time, rubbish burns quite well, and it saves the bin from getting overloaded. So, you know, it's like I've paid for the stuff, I may as well use it. Like the noble savage, no part of the buffalo goes to waste. For you see, look at all the heat that's giving me. It contained food, and now the container is a thing. I remember once, my granddad, we were burning rubbish in the fire, and we had this cardboard box of dates, and it had the words on it, "Eat me." And so I was getting ready to throw it in the fire. He says, "What does that say on it?" It says, "Eat me." "Does it say burn me?" "No, it says eat me." "And why are you burning it then?" And I sort of looked at him and I was like, I don't know if you're being sarky or not. Can I throw it in the fire? He says, "Yeah, go on then." But he seemed to find that very funny, and I was in a, because it was his fire, and I had that sort of stage of like going, "Oh, is he saying I shouldn't do this?" But no, I'm sure there'll someone be critical saying, "Oh, you shouldn't burn plastic." It's like, yeah, well, you shouldn't burn coal. That releases plenty of toxic hydrocarbon deposits. So I'm just looking at over there. I've noticed there's a fair bit of ash that's spread down. I'll have to sweep it up at some point, but not today. I I don't know why, but I have less than 4 hours of sleep. I went to sleep sometime after midnight, woke up at 4 o'clock, and then it got to 8, and I was like, "Oh, sod it, I'm not getting to sleep, am I?" So I came downstairs and so I did, might as well fly a plane, and yeah. So you not got much sleep? Yes, I feel like getting behind the wheel of a light propeller aircraft. Ask if Nigel Farage wants to be my passenger. I swear, the number of politicians that have ended up dying in light airplane or being in crashes with light aircraft, it's like people do no maintenance to them whatsoever, or just go, oh, that plane's leaking a lot of avgas and stinks of oil and it's missing its brake lines. Yeah, let's go fly that then. It just. I do a show with my friend Sir Hemingford Gray. And I mention this because I realise not everybody watches or listens to 40M Words that watches my fire videos. And in it, we were reading a Wikipedia article called A List of People that have definitely not died in suspicious circumstances who may or may not have known Hillary Clinton at some point. And people that have died in not suspicious circumstances that may or may not have known the Clintons, a surprising number of them seem to have died in light aircraft accidents. And it just seems to be that they're absolute death traps. And then, so yeah, I'm gonna take a Cessna and I'm gonna fly from the local airstrip. Hopefully it's long enough that I can actually take off. Fly to the regional airport, which will be about 15 knots south. Land it, and then I'll see where the winds take me after that, because yeah. Sorry, I'm just very very dirt-brained at the moment. Would be nice to get a proper night's sleep, but I seem to have forgotten how to do that. Never mind. Oh, and I do have some other videos, but I can't be bothered to upload them. I'm basically retarded at the moment, and I hope in the future that will change, but for the moment I'm just not very bright, and it takes an effort to do anything technical. So yeah. But hey, at least I can fly a plane, right? I even know how to retract the landing gear now. Go me. Anyway, toodle pip.